Give yourself lots of room. So knees a little bit wider, maybe hands a little bit wider. Taking a really nice, slow and deep breath, drawing the air in through your nose. Filling up the lungs, the back body, letting it rise, expand. And exhale just to settle. Letting the shoulder blades soften away from one another. Lifting, last night it was the armadillo, today we have an angry bird. We're going to lift up the torso, walk both hands over towards the right side of your mat, walk the left fingertips a little bit further forward. Taking a really nice deep breath in. Big breath out. Rolling your left shoulder down and away from your ear. As you inhale, lengthen the left arm just a little bit more. Find a little more reach, a little more stretch. As you exhale, roll your left shoulder down and away from your ear, external. Yes. A little tug towards the left side of your mat, deepening that stretch. Switch, walking over towards your left. Right fingertips reach a little bit further forward. Deep breath in. And big breath out. So creating like the longest line that you can between the middle finger and the hip bone. And then just using your breath to expand the muscle, expand the skin, create space between the shoulder blade, rib cage rather. Keep your hands glued on the floor and pull your rib cage towards the right. Yes, shortening left side, expanding right side. Slowly come back into center. This time, flipping your palms open to the sky, thumbs turn out. Really work those elbows together underneath you. Walk your elbows a little further up the mat. Take a deep breath in between the shoulder blades. Exhale to press down and draw back, pulling your hips to your heels. Bringing your palms back down to the mat. And as you inhale, round and curl up. Tabletop. As you inhale, let the belly drop down, shoulder blades squeeze, eyes and chest lift up. Little rock through. Exhale to press back, round and curl, tailbone and chin under, spine high, belly hollow. Inhale, belly drops down, shoulder blades squeeze, eyes and chest lift up. A little rock forward and through. Nice. Exhale to press back, round and curl, tailbone under, spine high. Wake up the backs of your legs to help you tuck your tailbone under. Press away from the hands, spine high. Inhale, belly drops down, shoulder blade squeeze, eyes and chest lift. Exhale, press back, round and curl. Squeeze right shoulder towards right hip. Take your toes and bring your toes to the right side of your mat also. So you're gonna pick up your feet and you're gonna bring your toes to the right, off the right side. From here, taking the left foot, stepping it out into a lunge, yeah, and then just flossing forward and back. Pressing that left knee open towards the baby toe edge side of the foot. Bringing the right hand to the center of the stance and the left hand up to the sky. From here, both hands come down to the inside of the left foot, flex the left toes, straighten the left leg as much as you can. Oh, you guys feeling these stairs yet? Wait, give it a day. You need a couple days. Drop your toes open, so press the left toes back behind you. Just dropping them towards the back of the room. Oof. Good, slowly bend back into the left knee. You can keep both hands down on the floor, or if you like, bend the back knee in and catch around. If you're ready for it. You could always try it on. If it's too much, too soon, just drop the back toes. 3. So right hand to the floor, left hand catches foot. Other way, there you go. Nice, 2. Good, slowly release. We're gonna bring both feet back to center. And then you're just gonna do like a little semicircle, sliding the left leg back. Right knee underneath the right hip. Left toes float back behind you. Take your right hand forward, we hold. So create length first between fingers and toes. Internally wrap the baby internal rotation through the lower half, so baby toes really wrap down. Think about lengthening your low back, so pubic bone to belly button, upper rib squeeze in. Nice. Now as you inhale, inflate the shape up, so heel lift high, thumbs lift high. Exhale, contract, round and curl. Press away from the floor, spine high, belly hollow. Inhale, lengthen, arc, reach up. Use the full length of your breath to get there. Exhale to press, round and curl. Squeeze the back of your leg to support you, spine high, belly hollow. Inhale to reach out. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, lengthen. Both hands come down to your mat. Keep your left toes floating. 3 sunbird bows. Breathe in. As you exhale, the elbows are wrapping back. You're tracing the rib cage. Shoulder tips meet fingertips. Elbows high for 3. Nice. And up. For 2. And up. Last one, down. Round and curl, knee to nose. Kick your left leg back out behind you. Take the right toes off the mat, modified half moon. Bend your top knee in, squeeze your heel to your bum behind you, and start to draw your kneecap back. As you inhale, press out of the floor, out of the bottom shoulder. As you exhale, squeeze the left shoulder blade back to kiss your spine, rolling the heart high. Ooh, that sounded good. Slowly release. Both hands come down, both knees come down. We shift the hips back, we go child's pose, hips to heels. Deep breath in. And big breath out. As you inhale, round and curl up, tabletop. Belly drops down, shoulder blades squeeze, eyes and chest lift up. Exhale to press back, round and curl. Inhale, belly drop, shoulders squeeze, eyes and chest lift. Little rock through, really open up your chest, your belly. Good, exhale, press back, round and curl. One more, inhale, belly drop, shoulders squeeze, eyes and chest lift. Exhale, round and curl. Keeping the spine rounded, take your toes to the left side of the mat, squeezing left shoulder and left hip closer. Step your right foot off to the right side, and then lean into that right foot. You got it. So remember, you can move your hands from where you are. You can walk them a little bit further forward, getting into, so we can floss. Flossing, you're gently moving forward and back, so you're getting into that left side hip flexor, inner left leg. When you're ready, stretch back. Walking the hands forward towards the top right corner. Bend back forward into your right knee, bringing the hands towards the top right corner. So you can stay here, or you reach around and catch that foot with your right hand. Leaning, yes, leaning back, opening your chest. 3. 2. Slowly release and come back. Walk your hands towards the front of the mat. Bring the left toes in, draw the right toes back behind you. Floating the right toes. Floating the left hand. So find your midline first. Pubic bone to belly button. Press away from the hands to tuck the upper ribs back in. Get a little longer. And then next inhale, you float everything as high to the sky as you can. Heel high, toes high, eyes high. Exhale, contract. Press away, spine as high as you can get it. Round and curl, squeeze, squeeze. Tailbone under, more spine higher. Good. Inhale, lengthen, arc, reach up. Exhale to contract, round and curl. Inhale, lengthen. Arc, reach up. Exhale, contract. Inhale to lengthen. Drop your left hand down to the mat. Breathe in, the left hand down. Breathe in. 3 sunbird bows. Shoulder tips meet fingertips, elbows to the ceiling. 3. And up. 2. And up. Last one, down. Slowly we press back up. Kick the left foot off the mat, turn to face the right. Modified half moon, bend the top knee in, squeeze heel to bum. As you inhale, resist the floor, press down to go up. As you exhale, soften the shoulder blades together, heart high. Slowly release. Slowly come back, tabletop. So let's take a little bit of an extended tabletop. Walk your knees just slightly behind the hips so that your stance isn't so like literal, right over top. Knees just slightly behind or hand just slightly forward. Tilt your table, modified plank, keeping the toes tucked under. So from here, hook pubic bone towards belly button, lengthening the low back. Press away from the hand, squeeze the upper ribs in. Look forward. As we lower, keep your bum where it is. Pull your chest forward for 3. Elbow squeeze into you to lift you back up. Nice. Back forward and down for 2. Arms stay slick and you just stop where you feel it. Nice work, everyone. Elbow squeeze in to lift you. Looking good. Slowly coming down. Stay here and hold. 3. Look at this goose on the left. 2. Press back, child's pose, hips to heels. Yes. Deep breath in. Big breath out. As you inhale, round and curl. Take your feet as wide as your knees. Melt your hips to the floor. Let your shoulders shrug up to your ears. And let them round forward a little, stretching your belly. Take a deep breath in, and as you do, soften your elbows, wrap your shoulder blades around your spine. You might lower a little. And then slowly move down to the floor. Taking the right arm out beside you, wrist and shoulder, one line, we roll open, left foot to the floor behind you. Deep breath in, and big breath out. Back to center, and switch. Left arm out, right hand in, roll open. Slowly come back through center. Both hands right underneath your shoulders, or reach the heel of the hand towards the lower ribs. As you inhale, lift up, cobra, sliding the elbows back. And release. Coming back up for 2, deep breath in, shoulder blade squeeze, collarbones wide. Maybe a little higher, nice, and release. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Tabletop. Down dog, tuck your toes, lift up and back. Oof. Work it out, bend one knee, stretch the other. And here, really start to match your movement with your breath, using the inhales to lift up high to the tiptoes, the exhales to melt a heel down. Yeah, work out all the kinks. As you inhale, lift up high to both tiptoes. Roll your sit bones a little bit higher, melt your heart a little bit closer to your thighs. And then keeping your heels and your tailbone high, bend your knees. We call this turbo dog. Chest to thighs, elbows wrap down towards the floor, external rotation, and neck relaxes. Hollow the belly button back to the spine. 3, 2, deep breath in. Press forward, high plank and pause, hold. Elbows wrap back, arms hug into the midline, and then resist the floor. Press down to go up. 3, 2. Downward facing dog. Right leg goes up to the sky. Inhale. Bend the top knee, open up your hip. Maybe making circles. Take a deep breath in, press away from your hands. Big breath out, press off the toes, knee to nose. So bring your shoulders right over top of the wrist, round the spine, hollow the belly, hips as high as you can get them. Nice, Sam. Inhale, up and back, and Jill, so good. 3-legged dog, big stretch. Exhale, round and curl, shifting forward and then shifting high. Inhale, up and back. Knee to nose and pause and hold, spine high, belly hollow. Back leg is your anchor, so squeeze it and lift it. Knee to right armpit, knee to left armpit. Kick it out underneath you, drop your back heel to the floor, left hand to the sky. So right leg all the way, there you go. Pressing down to go up, lean back, eyes look for the left fingers, nice. Downward facing dog. Deep breathing, we land for 5. Relax your neck. 4, 3, nice. 2. Inhale, high to tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees, turbo dog, draw back, elbows wrap down, create space. Use your legs, press forward, high plank, elbows wrap back, arms hug into the midline, hips and shoulders same height, can you feel it? So M a little higher, a little more, pubic bone, so work this, yes, and soften through here a little, but maintain this, lift the hips higher, yes. Left toes float, breathe in. Up and back to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend the top knee, open up your hip. Every inhale you create and look for a little more expansion, like inflate. And the exhale you find and work on the depth by softening, allowing, not forcing. Knee to nose for 1. Exhale, empty the lungs, tiny little package, knee to chest, heel to bum. Inhale, up and back, 3 legs. Shift back forward for 2. Elbows wrap back as you move forward, arms hug into center. Inhale, up and back. Last one, so use the back toes to lift your hips as high as you can. Round the spine, hollow the belly, shoulders over wrists. Maybe past the wrists if you want an extra challenge. Victoria, hips higher, up, 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 up. Kick it out, knee to left arm, my bad. Knee to right arm, and then slide it out underneath you. Drop your back heel down to the floor. Pressing away from the front hand to stand firm in that back foot. Hold on. Step back, down dog. June, back over here. I saw you. Different room today. Good morning. Don't worry. Huh? So don't worry. I'm good. Down dog. Hands to feet at the back edge of your mat. Now measure hip width. It's about 2 knuckle widths side by side. You can take up a little bit more space if you like. Grabbing opposite elbows and hanging. Ragdoll, forward fold. Lift up all 10 toes. Work a slight inward rotation through your thighs. So feet press down and away from one another. Neck relaxes fully. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. With this exhale, let gravity take your arms, your spine a little bit further. Hands to the mat. Come up halfway lift, flat spine, shoulder blade squeeze, collarbones wide. Exhale to fold. And again, halfway lift, inhale, shoulder blades squeeze. Use your arms to create length between each vertebrae. Nice, exhale to fold. Last one, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Walk yourself out, downward facing dog. Inhale, high to tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees, turbo dog, chest presses back to thighs. High to tiptoes, breathe in. As you exhale, bend your knees, come down, tabletop, rounding the spine. You got it. Look forward, lean forward. 3 modified chaturangas. Arms hug the rib cage, forward and down for 3. Nice. And up. Back forward and down for 2. And up. Don't let your shoulders come past your wrist. Whole fingers into the floor. Last one, shoulders no lower than elbows, rather. Right there. Tuck your toes, float your knees. Hold. 3. Shoulders at the same height as elbows, so a little higher, everyone. Go lift a little up. 2. Drop your knees, press back, child's pose, hips to heels. Deep breath in. Big breath out. As you inhale, round and curl up, tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, go back, downward facing dog. Walk your feet to meet your hands, very tip-top edge of the mat. Big toe mounds touch, heels have some space when you get there. Come up, halfway lift, flat spine, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Bend your knees, head and hands stay heavy and slowly roll all the way up to stand. 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way up to stand. When you get to the top, shoulders move up, back, and down, palms face forward, Tadasana. Eyes closed, take a moment just to check in with yourself. How does the body feel after these first few minutes? Notice the texture of your mat underneath your feet. Feel air filling your lungs and head reaching up through space. Take a deep breath in, reach up and look up, big stretch. Exhale to fold all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to the floor, step back, high plank. Drop to your knees if you need to. Move forward as you lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, up to you. Exhale, we go back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, and big breath out to draw back. Inhale, high to tiptoes, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Walk or jump your feet to meet your hands, top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. This time with a straight spine, so it's like a reverse swan dive. You come all the way up to stand. Reach up and look up. Exhale to fold all the way down. Halfway lift. Hands to the floor, step back, high plank. Always dropping your knees if you need to. Quality over quantity is my rule. Chaturanga, slow, take your time. Shoulders no lower than elbows. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Shoulder blades kiss on your back. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Gripping the floor, using your fingertips. Breathe in and breathe out to draw back. Inhale, high to tiptoes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump your feet to meet your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Straight spine lifts you all the way up to stand, like a reverse swan dive. Reach up, look up, big stretch. Exhale to fold. All the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to the floor, step back, high plank. Chaturanga, slow. Inhale, so good. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Jill, give yourself some space between your hands. Just a little more. Yes, there you go. Down dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, high to tiptoes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump your feet to meet your hands. Big toes touch, heels have some space, halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight in the heels, hands to sky. You got it. So really pulling the weight back into your heels. Imagine like if you guys ski, that sensation of really drawing the weight back, pulling the tailbone back. Get a little lower. Get a little lower. Maybe a baby bit more. Inhale to stand, reach up and look up. Exhale to fold all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to the floor, step back, high plank and pause here. Right toes float, inhale. Up and back to the sky, three-legged dog. Step your right foot through between your hands. Turn around to face the back of your mat. Right hand comes down to the floor, left hand comes up to the sky for a twist. You got it. So squeezing the feet in towards the midline, left heel back, right toes forward. And press down to go up. As you inhale, press out of the floor. Lift out of the hip joints. And as you exhale, rotate your heart to sky. So keep the right hand down. Yes, nice. Using the exhale to work a little deeper into that twist, if it's there. If there's room to. Turn all the way back around and face the front edge of your mat. Drop your back knee down to the floor. Shift the weight back and flex. Half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. You got it. Pulling the toes in. Two ways to transition here. Either one, you bend back forward into this right knee to step back. Or you can come directly from and step back, down dog. So you choose. Meet me there. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Right foot steps through where you grab and pull it back to the front edge of your mat. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, both hands up to the sky. Reach up and look up. Right heel back, left knee forward. 3. Inhale to expand the heart. Exhale to let the thumbs fall heavy. Hands to the mat. Up and back to the sky. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Step it back through between the hands. Crescent lunge. Keep the back knee straight, lifted strong. We rise up. Crescent. Inhale. Shoulders drop down. Fingers expand. 3. 2. Warrior 2, open up to face your left. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale to reverse, stay low in the front leg and hold. Take up a little more space, walking that foot forward. Yes, and then bend in, you got it. Hands come down to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale moves you forward to your high plank. Chaturanga, drop your knees if you need to. Slow, don't rush. And don't rush out of it. Inhale, upward facing dog, good catch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And big breath out. Inhale, high to tiptoes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump your feet to meet your hands, top edge of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Big toes touch, heels have some space. Utkatasana, inhale, take a seat. So weight in the heels, draw back. Get a little lower. A little lower. Maybe a baby bit more. Inhale to stand. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift. Hands to the mat, step back to your high plank and pause. Remember, hips and shoulders, same height. Keep finding it. It's gonna feel a little bit different. It might feel like your bum is above your head, but trust it, work with it. Left toes float, inhale. Up and back to the sky, three-legged dog, big stretch. Step it through between your hands or grab and pull it to the top of your mat. We turn around, back of the mat to twist. Left hand to floor, right hand to sky. open. So in any lunge, the back leg is always our anchor, making sure the muscle hugs bone. Leg doesn't necessarily need to be straight, like locked knee, but activated, muscle squeezing. Right heel squeezes back, left toe squeeze forward. Rolling open. Beautiful. When you're ready, turn all the way back around, face the front of your mat. Drop your back knee down. Shift the weight back and flex, half splits. As you inhale, roll your tailbone, sit bones high to the sky, even if you have to soften the knee to do it. And then exhale to pull your chest forward rather than down. When you're ready, find your way up and back to the sky, three-legged dog, whether you bend through and then step back or whether you just drag it up and back, three legs. Deep breath. Step the left foot back through. So the higher your hips are, the more room you have to get it there. Dropping your back knee down. Inhale, both hands up to the sky. Reach up, look up, hips forward, heart high. 3. Start at the foundation, build your awareness from there. Left heel back, right knee forward. Picking up the pelvic floor. Mula Bandha. And then the belly, Uddiyana Bandha. Hands to 4. Up and back to the sky. 3 legs, big breath in. Step it back through. Higher the hips, the easier it is to step it through. You have lots of space. Back leg strong, rise up, crescent lunge. And always remember, you're never stuck where you are. You can always pick up your feet, change course, change your mind. Make it work for you. And again, activate your awareness from the ground up. Left heel back, right toes forward. Make sure muscle hugs bone. Start to press away from your left heel and create a little bit more space in the front of this left side hip flexor. So think about tailbone under. Pressing away, yes, more space here. Use the back toe, yes, now squeeze that back leg strong. Warrior 2, open it up. Inhale to reach. Exhale, reverse, we hold here and create like an opposition. Left knee presses forward as the left fingers slide back, good. Press down through the baby toe edge of that back foot, lift the inner arch and squeeze the feet together. Nice work, everyone. Hands come down to the floor. We step back, down dog. Inhale to high plank. Exhale to low plank, slow, take your time. Nice, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And big breath out. Inhale, high to tiptoes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump your feet to meet your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Utkatasana, one breath, breathe in. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to the mat, step back, high plank, and pause. Right toes float, inhale. Right knee, right elbow squeeze, nothing else moves. Can you tap it? Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Step your right foot through between the hands. Rise up, crescent lunge, inhale. Hands to the mat. Step back and maybe float the right toes or bring the right toes on the back of the left heel. Trianga, chaturanga, all the way down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, step back, both feet, down dog. Left leg up to sky right away, breathe in. Left foot steps through between the hands. Rise up, inhale. This side, we open up warrior 2, exhale. Take up some space, heel toe, heel toe. Inhale to reach. Exhale to reverse. Stretch out your front leg this time and keep leaning back. Right hip up, right shoulder down. Deep left side stretch. Vinyasa, hands down to the mat. Step back, high plank. Chaturanga, slow, drop your knees if you need. Inhale, cobra or up dog, shoulder blades kiss, heart opens. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and big breath out. Inhale, high to tiptoes, look forward. Bend your knees, walk or jump your feet to meet your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Utkatasana, breathe in, sit deep, nice and low, one breath. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to the mat, step back to your high plank and hold. Hips and shoulders, same height. Left toes float, breathe in. Left knee, left elbow, squeeze. Inhale, up and back, so nice, June. Three-legged dog. Step it through between the hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale, back leg strong, that's your anchor. Reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, high plank. Low plank. Inhale up. Take your time. Exhale back. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. Right foot steps through between the hands. Crescent lunge, breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out. Inhale to reach. Exhale, reverse. Stretch out your front leg and keep leaning back. Squeeze the left hip up, the left shoulder down. And Vinyasa, hands to floor. Step back, high. Chaturanga, slow. Inhale, upward face. Exhale, downward face. Land and breathe. For 3. Full inhales, complete exhales. 2. Hands to feet, back edge of the mat. Big toes touch, heels have some space. Utkatasana, chair pose, sit in it, breathe in. Hands to the center of your chest. Left elbow to your right knee. You got it. So make the hook and then make your adjustments, squeezing the left hip back, making sure that one knee isn't being sneaky. So both knees even, left hip pulls to the back of the mat. Check out your knees, most of you need to pull that left hip back a little more, yes. As you inhale, heart lengthens forward. As you exhale, press the top hand into the bottom and lean back into that twist. One more, deep breath in. Big breath out. And fold through center. Heel toe your feet hip width. Grabbing onto big toes with peace sign fingers. Come up halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Slight inward rotation through your thighs, feet pressed down and away. So when you get that internal rotation through your thighs, you should feel your sit bones separate and get wider away from one another, allowing you to get a little deeper and hit a different part of the hamstring. Bring your toes back to touch. Utkatasana, chair pose, sit low. No weight in the toes, lift all 10 toes. Yes, weight in the heels. Hands to heart. Right elbow, left leg. Good. So left leg presses out, right arm squeezes in. Check those hips. Pull the front of the right hip crease back of the room. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, use your arms to lean back into that twist. Thumbs move to the center of your chest, heart center. Yes, lifting the heart to the thumbs. Sit a little lower, maybe a baby bit more. Nice, Jill. Exhale, fold through center, all the way down. Heel toe your feet, hip width apart. Bending your knees as much as you need to get the full hand underneath your foot, toes to the wrist crease. yaw. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull your heart towards your toes. In each exhale, you give into gravity a little bit more. You let the spine soften and create space. You let the neck relax, the jaw relax. The whole upper body is soft with the exception of your arms. Can you isolate? Strength and softness in the same moment, in the same breath. And each posture we do is like this. It's never all or nothing, not all strength or all softness. But we look to create this balance between the two. Equal parts. Push and pull, ease and effort. Release your hands. Ardha Utkatasana, half chair. So torso, keep the feet hip width. Lift all 10 toes. Bend your knees, hands reach forward, torso to thighs. So really pull the weight back into the heels, pull the tailbone to the back of the room, and then press your fingers forward and the thumbs high for 3, 2. Reach your arms around like you're swimming behind your back. Interlace your hands. As you inhale, press your fist to the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest, really slingshot that heart open. Exhale, bend back in, dive forward and fold. Chin to chest. Fist to floor, let gravity take it. Release your hands down to the mat. Bend your left knee, left hand finds center of your stance or a block at halfway. Right hand to the sky. Right side hamstring stretch. Switch, bend the right knee, right hand to floor, left hand to sky, open.
The weight is on which leg?
So this one, it's kind of even. You're just gonna bend the right knee, keep the left leg straight, yaw. One more time, switch. Left hand down to the floor, left knee bends, right hand to the sky. You can stay here or this time bind. Right hand behind the back. You either keep the back of the hand on your left bum cheek or you slide your right hand to the inside of the left thigh. If you can catch that bind, or even if the hand is on the back, squeeze the right shoulder blade back to spine, open up that right side collarbone a little more. Release and switch. Bend the right knee. Right hand comes to block or floor. Left hand to sky. Maybe find the bind behind the back. Palm faces open or slide the hand to the inside of the right leg. Squeeze your left shoulder blade back to kiss the spine a little more and press down. Deep breath in. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Walk it out, downward facing dog. Inhale, high to tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees. Press forward, high plank. Chaturanga, low plank, slow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. Right foot steps through between the hands. Rise up, crescent lunge, inhale. As you exhale, we bend the back knee and we fly forward, airplane. Heart high, heel high, hands high. Spread the toes, spread the fingers, like spirit fingers, wake them up. And resist the floor. Press up and out of that right heel. Can you grow out of the hip joint? Rather than sitting in it, can you rise out of it? Crescent lunge, inhale. Turn around to face the back of your mat. Right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky. This time you choose. So keeping your feet flat, Squeezing left heel back, right toes forward, and just rolling through the chest. This keeps you rinsing the spine. Rotating the spine, getting into IT band on the left leg. Otherwise, you're gonna heel toe that left foot out a little, drop to the baby toe edge sides of both feet. And this will take you really deep into that left hip. So you choose what you need today. 3, 2, turn all the way back around. Both hands frame your right foot. Chest rests on your right leg. Back knee is high. Float your hands behind you, palms face the floor. Hold. Right heel squeezes back, left toe squeeze forward, and shift all the weight into that right foot. Hips just slightly above the knee joint. With your next inhale, sweep the floor, rise up, crescent lunge, inhale. Warrior 2, exhale. Inhale to reach. Exhale, reverse. One more time, we stretch it out. So really notice the difference between going back like this and really arcing that backside, squeezing the hip up. We bend back in, heel toe, half moon. Right hand comes down to floor to block. Left hand, left foot to the sky. And remember, always a micro bend in that standing leg. Not enough that I can see it, but you can feel it's not locked. And just keep lifting. Limit doesn't exist. Keep going. Keep going. Just watch here. Pubic bone to this is going to be your growing edge. Is this? Yes. Take a deep breath in, expand, lengthen, reach, reach, reach. Left foot comes down to meet your right. Utkatasana, chair pose. Breathe in. We get a little lower. We get a little lower. We're going all the way down to the floor, Navasana, boat pose. As you inhale, we go high. As you exhale, we go low. Hands to floor if you like. Tailbone under, upper ribs in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. One more. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, up. Cross your ankles, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. For 3, 2, left leg up to sky, breathe in. Step it through between the hands. Rise up, crescent lunge, inhale. Bend your back knee. Fly forward, airplane. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, heart forward, toes away. And then press away from the ground to lift up and out of that hip joint. Yes. Slowly soften into the left knee. Turn around, face the back of the mat. Left hand down to the floor, right hand up to the sky. Feet flat or feet edges, you choose. What do you need? Bottom leg super straight, super strong. Lock the knee. When you're ready, turn all the way back around to face the front of your mat. Both hands frame the left foot. So before you lift the hands off the floor, build your awareness from the ground up. So left heel squeezes back, right toes squeeze forward, number 1. Back leg super strong, muscle hugs bone. Float to your fingertips, so just the fingertips touch the floor. Chest is resting, but not fully. Like skin is touching, but not full weight. You got it. Hips just slightly above the knee joint, just slight. And then reach your hands back behind you. Palms face the floor. Pinky fingers squeeze towards one another. So use your back toes to lift your hips higher, but send your chest forward and lower. Hips higher, chest forward and lower. There. Rise up, crescent lunge, inhale. Warrior two, exhale, open it up. Inhale to reach. Exhale, reverse. Stretch out your front leg, keep leaning back. Right hip up, right shoulder down. Slowly come back up. Heel toe, the back foot in, half moon. Left hand comes down to block or to floor. And keep lifting the leg up, like it doesn't stop. Keep taking it where you can take it. And grow in every direction. Take a deep breath in. Right foot comes down to meet your left. Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight in the heels. We go down, we go down, we go down, we go all the way down. Navasana, boat pose. Nice. So this time I want you to make a little gun, interlace your hands. Big toe mounds touch. You're gonna pull your knees into your armpits and sit higher. So like this, open them up. Yes, arms to the inside, you got it. Breathe in. So as you exhale this time, you just go to like where you feel it. I don't want you to be like this with your chest fully open. I really want you to like tuck under as best as you can. And then come up, high, nice. Coming back down, 2. And up, last one, 3. And up. Cross your ankles, plant your hands, find your way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high to tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees. Walk or jump your feet to meet your hands, top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Utkatasana, chair pose, breathe in. You get a little lower. You get a little lower. Inhale to stand, float your right knee up and pause. So I want you to find this like pubic bone to belly button, upper ribs in, pick up the tail, pubic bone. And notice how when you cue it from the front body, the back body lengthens immediately. Sorry, left knee is to the sky. I know, we all do right normally. Did I say right? Yeah. Oh, shit. My bad. Sorry, guys. Left knee. Great listening, everyone. Kick your left heel forward and hold. Left foot, rather. Hips press to the back of the room. Heart presses towards your toes. Warrior 3. So keeping your hands forward, reaching the toes back. 3. 2. Soften down into the right knee. Lengthen the left toes to the back of the mat. We come up. And twist, left elbow, right knee. If you need to, back knee comes down to the floor. The spirits are with us. So again, back leg is the anchor, step 1. Step 2, right heel squeezes back, left toe squeeze forward. And then third, key for stability is between the right leg and the left arm. Right leg presses out, left arm squeezes in. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Skandasana, back of the mat. Unravel, bending into the left knee. You'll be here, or you'll be all the way down. Left heel does not have to touch the floor. I would rather that your knee and your toes point same direction and no pressure on that knee, as best as you can. 3, 2, back to the front of the mat. We're going to transfer side plank. Left hand comes down to the floor. Now personally, I like to have my left hand just a little bit further forward in front of the shoulder, like just 1 inch. From here, you're gonna roll to the feet edges, back heel drops down. So option 1 is modified. Option 1, you can tap dance that front foot to the center of your mat and pressing down through that top foot to lift the hips high. Option 2, you step it back to stack, or option 3, you can grab shin or toes. Looking up at that top hand, eye gaze to the thumb. Squeeze your thighs, lift your hips up, 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 up. Breathe in. Right foot back to the top of your mat. Wide leg forward fold. Turn to face the left. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to release all the way down. Baby toes press down, inner arches lift. So general rule of thumb, the wider the feet are, the less intense it will be on the back of the hamstrings. The closer your feet are together, the deeper the stretch. So if your head is touching or is almost touching the floor, it might be time for you to narrow off your feet, walking them a little bit closer so that you can continue your hamstring journey. Head shakes, yes. Head shakes, no. Press yourself up, halfway lift. We turn around to face the front of the mat and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to move forward, high plank. Chaturanga, slow and low. Inhale, cobra or up dog, nice. Squeeze the shoulder blades around the spine. Elbows turn into you. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high to the tiptoes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump your feet to meet your hands, top edge of the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Utkatasana, chair pose. Get lower and back. Get lower and back. A little lower. Inhale to stand, float the right knee up at the top. So find that connection here, like contracting the muscles, shorten the space between pubic bone and belly button and feel its reaction through the back body. Kick your right heel forward, hold. Hips press to the back of the room, heart press forward towards the toes, nice. Deep core. Warrior 3, keep your arms, your biceps by your ears, your thumbs pressing high. When you get horizontal, you get longer. Fingers forward, toes back. Soften down into the left knee, crescent lunge, breathe in. Twist, right elbow, left leg. If you need to, back knee comes down to the floor. So M, open up your stance. Do you see how you're kind of narrowing off? Yes, like that, exactly. And then twist. Left leg presses out, right arm squeezes in. So start with all your cues from the ground up. Left heel squeezes back, right toe squeeze forward. Back leg super on, super strong. Left leg presses out, right arm squeezes in. Use your exhale to rotate your heart open. Skandasana, back of the mat, bending into the right knee, turning the left toes high. So June, watch this. You press to the baby toe edge of, yes, there, like that, exactly. Nice, much better. Even here, don't collapse like into flexibility completely, a little hug between the feet. Heels press down and pull in. Transfer your weight, front of your mat, find your variation of side plank. So right hand to the floor. Maybe you tap dance that left foot back to modified at center. Maybe you grab the shin, maybe you catch the toes. Maybe you make your own thing up and that's fine too. Hips high. Keep pressing away from the front hand to stand firm in the back foot. And look up. 3. Always look to where you want to go. 2. Left foot back to the top of your mat. Wide leg forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Hands to your hip creases. And straight spine brings you all the way up to stand. Inhale. Nice. Hands interlace behind your back when you get there. As you inhale, lift your chest, open your heart. And exhale to fold. Come all the way down. You can keep your knees a little soft, but make sure your legs are on. I want you to keep your fists together because you're flexy. Yeah. And then if you want more, you're gonna bend your elbows this way. Wait, pause. And now you lead with the elbows rather than with the fist. So keep that, yes. So this is heavy rather, and you get a little deeper. Slowly release, drop your hands, come up, halfway lift. Exhale to fold back in. So you can either hang here, give in to gravity, open up the hamstrings. If you have an inversion practice, your headstand maybe, you float up. Otherwise, staying soft, letting gravity do its thing. Nice, nice. Let's go, Jill. Nice. Remember, you press down to go up. Press your hands down, your forearms down into the floor, and bring those toes to touch so you know where they're at. Yes, very good. You got it. Beautiful. If you are up, slowly work your way down, taking your time. Slow, slow, slow. Nice. Halfway lift, inhale. Turn around to face the front of your mat and step back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Hands to meet your feet, back edge of your mat. Heel toe your feet nice and wide, dropping low into Malasana. Arms on the inside. Use your elbows to press your knees wide and lift your heart to your thumbs. Right arm reaches out, left hand comes up to sky. Use your arm against the leg, lean the torso back. Switch. Always pressing the feet towards the baby toe edge sides, lifting the inner arches. And if you have a little bit of trouble, I find lifting the toes will help activate just a little more. Beautiful. Slowly release. We lift the hips, we fold. Heel toe the feet back to hip width. Left hand to left hip. Grab onto your right big toes with your peace sign fingers. So 2 ways to come up to stand. So first, you're going to lift your eyes. Shift the weight into the left foot. You can either come up with the knee bent, kind of like happy baby, arm on the inside, or you come up with a straight leg. Both are correct, both are very good. Do whichever one works best for you. If you're grabbing onto the toes and the knee is bent at the top, grab your knee and stand tall. Right heel presses, what are you guys doing? Stay forward, hold. 3, 2, and open it up to the right, grab the knee. Yes, flex the foot and slowly open to the right. Eyes slowly gaze and shift over to look at the left. A little more of a bend here. Drop your bum under. Yeah, we got it, this dancer thing. Here, yeah. It's gonna be the full opposite, good. Slowly release, come back to center. Flip the grip. So you're either grabbing the outer edge of the knee with left hand or the outer edge of the foot. The best variation for you is the one you can do with the most integrity and attention to detail. More is not always better. Lean back a little if you can. Press up and out of the heel. Yeah. Slowly release. Come back to center. Both hands to the sky. I know we're almost there. Kick the right heel forward. We hold 3. We hold 2. Step forward onto that right foot. Hands to the center of your chest. We come back. Airplane. Right hand to hip. Left fingertips to block or floor. Revolved moon. So before you think about anything, think about length. Create it between your heart and your toe. It doesn't matter how high that back leg is, but create that opposition. Crown of the head forward, toes away. Standing split. Both hands come down to the floor. Left leg up to the sky. Again, doesn't matter how high it goes, but length, reach, expansion. That's what you look for. Internal rotation. Keep going, because you're strong. Yes, yes, yes. There. Bring your left foot down to meet your right. Heel toe your feet as wide as the mat. Drop it low into Malasana squat. You can stay here, or if you practice your Bakasana, crow pose, and you want to, you fly up into your arm balance. Don't be concerned about what anyone else is doing. Your practice, this is for you. Nothing is a requirement. Good, and slowly come down. Heel toe your feet back to hip width, lift and fold. Right hand to right hip. Grab onto the left big toes with your peace sign fingers. Pull up halfway and look forward. Shifting the weight over into your right foot. Soften the knee. Lift and come up to stand. Once you get to the top, shoulder blades squeeze and press down. You should be able to stand like spine is in full integrity here. So if you have to like round to like get that foot straight, I would rather you find this first. You can work on the rest of it. We've got 2 full weeks. Pull it back into its socket, left shoulder. Open it up to your left, slow. And there's this connection between hand and foot. Foot pushes forward, hand pulls back. Make sure you're breathing. Good, come back to center, slow. Flip the grip, outer edge of the knee or outer edge of the foot. Inhale to reach up tall. And exhale to twist. Every inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Every exhale, root down through the heel a little more. Make sure you wake up that foot. Go flat, yes. All the ends of your body wake up and everything else in between will follow. Sorry. Good, slowly come back to center, I'm sorry. Both hands to the sky, kick the left heel forward. Doesn't have to be high to be powerful. Hips back, heart forward, there, that's what you look for. Step forward onto your foot, hands to the center of your chest. Airplane. And then revolve. So bringing the right hand down to a block or to the floor. Get longer first, heart and toes. As you exhale, maybe start to rotate, turning your eyes up towards the left. The longer you are, the lighter you are. Standing split, both hands come down to the floor. Right leg high to the sky. Three. Inwardly rotate and reach. 2. Look at that winged ankle, so beautiful. Right toes come down to meet your left. Right toes come down to meet the left. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Bend your knees, head and hands stay heavy and slowly roll all the way up to stand. When you get to the top, shoulders up, back, and down. Shifting the weight into your left foot, tree pose. The right foot either comes to the calf or above the thigh. Sorry, above the knee joint to the thigh. You got it. Just not on the knee joint, above or below it. Hands to the center of the chest. Everything presses into center. Foot into leg, leg into foot, hand into hand. So your arm muscles should activate here. You feel the activation. Press your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale. As you exhale, use the hands pressing together to pull the upper ribs back into the body. Set your eyes, your drishti, on something in front of you. Burn that picture into your brain and then close your eyes and imagine you're still looking at what you chose. Nice work, everyone. Slowly release and switch. Take an inhale, reach up and look up. And then other side, left foot. Everything presses into the midline. Hand into hand, foot into leg, leg into foot. Nice. Find something. Burn the image into your mind. See if you can close your eyes. And slowly release. Inhale, switch sides, reach up, switch feet, right foot comes back up. Maybe this time, if you like, you can bring the foot into your half lotus. If you feel any pressure in your knee or anything weird in the knee, dial back. It's not worth it. Now, same thing here. Foot into thigh, thigh into foot. So left leg presses forward, right foot presses back into the leg. And use that connection to drop your right knee down and open a little more. Soften the bottom knee, lift the pubic bone to the belly button a little more. Nice work. Nice, nice. Release and switch. So unravel, give it a little shake. Right away, step onto the right foot. Left foot comes inside or into the hip crease. Foot presses into leg, leg presses into foot. But lean back a little more. Bend the bottom knee just a little. There. Foot into leg, leg into foot. Pressure. Yes. Slowly unravel and release. Inhale to reach up and look up. Right arm under, right leg over, eagle pose, Garudasana. So your leg doesn't have to wrap all the way around. If it can, cool, but not necessary. Just really squeeze the legs and the shins together as best as you can. Sit a little bit lower. Lift your elbows a little higher. How high can you lift the elbows off your chest? For 3. For 2. Unravel and release. Inhale, reach up, look up. Left arm under. Right, left leg over. So remember, your same side will always be closest in this posture. And sit in it, get low into the legs. Send the bum back, like you're looking for the chair. And then lift your torso high in line. Elbows float as high as you can off the chest. Forearms press forward. For 3. 2. Unravel, release. Inhale up. Right away, exhale, right arm under. Right leg over. Take a seat, squeeze your shins. So where the lower half is squeezing in, bottom arm presses up, top arm presses down. Slowly bring this eagle down to rest. Taking your time. Unravel, inhale, reach up, look up, big stretch, and whoosh to the other side. Whoosh. Left arm under, left leg over. Float the elbows high off the chest. Press the forearms forward. And then slowly bring your eagle down to rest. See how much you can bend your knees. How low can you get to the floor? Ingrid, see if you can sit your bum closer to the floor. Bend, 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 bend. Yeah. Beautiful. Inhale to reach up and look up. Big stretch. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Bend your knees. Take a big step back with the left foot. Opening up for Trikonasana. Slide the left hip back, the right fingers forward. Right hand comes down to shin block or floor. So again, feet squeezed together. So if your hand is touching the floor, I want you to bring the back of your palm to the inside of your right ankle and create a bind here. So a bind is anywhere where 2 points connect to the body that create an energetic connection for stability, for balance, to deepen. And then from here, think pubic bone to belly button, low back lengthens. Press your hips towards the direction we're looking at. And as you exhale, roll the heart open. Oh. Slowly we come up to stand. Turn your right toes in. Heel toe, heel toe. Turn to face the back of the mat. Now when we do this transition, just because we usually will get a little bit crisscrossed, always try to keep a nice distance between your feet so that you're not on a wire, hip width. And if you need to, you can actually step up to the new top of your mat and just draw one straight line back. Hands to hips. As you inhale, chest lifts up. As you exhale, pull the hips back, the heart forward. Both hands come down to frame the left foot on blocks or on the floor. Pyramid pose. Front knee can absolutely be bent if you need it to be. So transfer your weight forward into there. Victoria, you're gonna step this foot out. Good, you're gonna keep a little baby bend. We have to beat all these dancer things. Little micro bend and then chest releases forward. Left heel squeezes back, right toe squeeze forward. You can take up more space. Yeah. Sam, you too. A little more, and a little wider even, between the feet. So remember that hip distance we did in our forward fold? You always want to have that kind of between the feet. Halfway lift. Right hand to block or to floor, left hand to hip. Squeeze your left hip to the back of the mat, turn your eyes to the left. Making sure no one is locking into their front knee. Always a little micro bend, not enough that I can see it, but you know that you're not like in that joint. Long spine is our priority here. The rest comes with practice. Use your exhale, maybe you twist a little deeper. Release and fold over this left leg. We're gonna bend and snap. So bending the back knee, bend. Standing split, snap. Hands to blocks or to floors. Don't care how high that leg is, but lots of energy, lots of length, lots of reach. LOL, that's very funny. Take a seat, right leg behind your left. Facing the back of the room. If you need to, this right leg can come straight in front of you. Otherwise, we keep it tucked in. Left hand to the base of your spine. As you inhale, reach up. As you exhale, you can grab the knee and twist. Or you hook the elbow over and twist. Every inhale, sitting up nice and tall, using the backhand to help you. And the exhale to turn your eyes towards the front of your room. Counter your twist, bow down towards your right. Try to keep both sit bones on the floor. Slowly come up. We rock our way back to the sit bones. We're gonna rock. We're gonna roll, cross your ankles, plant your hands, find down dog facing the back of the room. Inhale, high to tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees. Walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Bend your knees, head and hands stay heavy, slowly roll all the way up to stand. When you get to the top, shoulders up, back and down. Take an inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale your hands to the center of your chest. Bend your knees. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. We face the window, the mirrors. Opening up your arms wide. Sliding the hips back. The fingers forward. Reach, 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 reach. And down. Press your hips towards the mirror, forward. And then lean the torso back, roll your heart open. So lean back, press the hips forward this way. Yes, pubic bone to belly button. And then from here you lean and open. A little more stretch. Using your left hand, pull yourself up to stand. Turn your left toes in, turn your right toes out, turn to face forward. Step your left foot to the left side of your mat, so you have hip width between your feet. Hands to hips. Inhale, heart high. Exhale, send the tailbone back, the chest forward as you fold over your right leg. Softness in the right knee if you need it. So Jill, step it a little closer and a little wider. There you go. Victoria, shift the weight forward fully into that right foot. Bend your right knee. So bend the knee. Now pull the right hip back. There, now hands to floor. Good. Micro bend is gonna be your growing edge. Because when we keep our knees locked, we hit like definites. Mm-hmm. But when we keep a baby bend, there's always more room to grow. There's always more muscle to stretch. So I want you to think about floating your heel bone enough that like the bone leaves the floor, but your skin doesn't. And then arch your low back more, pull your chest forward. Deeper? Do you feel it more? Mm-hmm. Okay. Press yourself up halfway, right hand to hip. Squeeze your right hip to the back of the mat. Pull your heart towards the front of the room. And like you're wringing a towel, you twist. So you find length as you open. Right heel squeezes back. Left hip squeezes forward. Can you find those and create equal parts, ease and effort? Fold forward. Bend and snap, finding standing split. Length, length, length. Heart forward, toes away. Reach, reach, reach. And then tuck it in and take a seat. Left leg behind your right, coming all the way down to the floor. Readjusting, doing whatever you have to. And then right hand comes down to the floor behind you. Left hand comes up to the sky. Deep breath in. And exhale, find your twist. Shoulder blades squeeze. Nice. Inhale, use your back hand to sit up tall. Exhale, belly to spine. See if you can trace your eyes a little further along the back wall. Again, inhale, lengthen up, sit tall, root deep. Exhale to rinse and twist. Both sit bones on the floor, please. Both sit bones on the floor, yes. Counter your twist. Coming over, keeping both sit bones on the floor, round. Slowly coming up. Rock your way back to your sit bones, Navasana, boat pose. Rock and roll. You're gonna rock back, rock forward, find your way back to downward facing dog. If you have it in you to move through a vinyasa, high plank to low, up dog, and back you go. Otherwise, directly back to down dog is totally cool too. Take your feet as wide as your mat when you land there. Lift up high to your tiptoes. Look at your belly button. And then pressing off the toes, you're gonna round and ripple your spine forward to a high plank position. When you feel your hips and your shoulders line up, start to let your hips dip towards the floor. Keep your arms straight. Let the shoulder blades wrap around the spine. Bend the knees, knees hit the floor. Hips soften, heart opens, inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release all the way down to your mat. Right arm out beside you, wrist and shoulder, one line, rolling open, left foot to the floor behind you. Maybe using your block as a pillow, maybe taking the left hand up to the sky. Maybe looking for the hand behind your back and interlacing. Come back to your belly and switch sides. Left arm out, right hand in, roll open. Every inhale, send it to the center of your chest to open, expand. The exhale to soften your shoulder blades together. Come forward, roll to the belly, forehead to floor, hands interlace at your low back. Wrap your shoulder blades together around your spine. Press the tops of your feet into the mat so much so that your knees lift and engage. And then pull your belly button up off the floor as much as you can. As you inhale, float the upper body, the forehead and the fist, keep the feet plugged into the floor. Nice long neck, like you're holding an apple or an orange underneath the chin. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, float your toes up off the mat. Chin to chest, long neck. Back of the head presses high, fist press high. Imagine someone's pulling your hands towards the back of the room. And as you exhale, you're softening your heart through. You move forward. Yes. Deep breath in, lift a little higher. And exhale to drop. Right ear down to the floor. Palms come off your sides. Fully relax. Forehead to floor. Hands interlace. Wrap the shoulder blades together around the spine. Inhale, float the upper body. Exhale, float the toes. Fist super high. Five. Breathe. Every inhale, a little more lift. 4. 3. 2. Take an inhale, a little lift. And exhale to release. Opposite ear to the floor. Bend your knees in. Let your feet fall side to side. Bring the forehead to the floor. Reaching around to grab your feet. If you can't grab your feet, you come back into locust pose, Shalabhasana. Once you grab your feet, next inhale will lift you up to the sky. Kick and lift up. Use the power of your legs to kick back. Nice. 5. I got you. You melt forward. 4. Softness. Yes. 3. 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Keep your knees bent. Let your feet fall from side to side. One more time. So option to reach around like we just did, first bind, or you flip the grip so that your palms face out, your thumbs face up. Yes. 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 And then kicking and lifting up. So this is a little bit deeper for the chest, the forearms. Good. Power of your legs kick you back. You create opposition. Feet kick back, heart pushes forward or just melts forward. Yes, I got you. So you soften. 3, 2, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Keep your knees bent. Let your feet fall from side to side. Press your way up onto your forearms. Slide your right leg up beside you, hip height. Bring your left arm all the way under the midline of your body for a twist. And then roll your chest open to the sky. Use your block as a pillow maybe. Get that left shoulder all the way under you across the middle of the mat. Slowly unravel and release. Come back to the belly. Left leg slides up. Right arm slides under. And you roll open. So Victoria, come under yourself even more with the shoulder. Yeah, there you go. Press your top hip down and away from you. Longer left side torso. Continue to roll over onto your back. So keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Center of the mat, set yourself up for bridge pose, pressing your palms down into the floor, walking the shoulder blades together underneath you. So for this one, just lift the hips up to the sky. Hands interlace underneath you, walk the shoulder blades together underneath you. Internal rotation through the thighs. Press your hips up a little bit higher, lift up high to your tiptoes, take your hands out of the way, and then articulate down through the spine, upper back, middle back, low back, and your tailbone will uncurl and unravel very, very last. Let your knees fall from side to side. Coming back up, bridge pose or full wheel. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale, find a little more lift, and as you exhale, you roll upper, middle, lower. When you get there, let your knees fall from side to side. Deep breath in, and big breath out. Again, just root and rise, pressing down to go up. Don't wait, just go. And give yourself some room here. So don't shorten this stance too much. Rather, use the power of your legs. Heels press down to press the hips high, like you're really standing. And then use your legs to open your chest. Press your hearts towards me. Press your hips higher. Deep breath in. Big breath out, slowly coming down, upper, middle, lower. Feet as wide or a little wider than your mat. Let your knees fall inward. Walk your feet into center, hug your knees into your chest. Kick both feet up to the sky. Big toe mounds connect, palms down by your side, walk the shoulder blades together underneath you. And then lifting your feet all the way up and over to the ground behind you. Halasana, plow pose. If you don't take plow, you can just slide a block underneath the tailbone. If it is your time of the month, do not go upside down. Keep your hips on the floor. Hands to low back if they're not already there. Walk your shoulder blades closer together, so you're really propping yourself up. Lift your chin off your chest, so there's a little space underneath your neck. And then melting down into the elbows, you float both feet up off the mat. Try to lift them up at the same time, you got it. Readjust when you get there, walk your elbows a little closer if you can. Yes. So using your hands, you press your hips forward towards your face, but press your toes away from your face. Hips closer, feet further. Nice. This is your handstand line. Hips forward, toes back. Right toes fall back behind your head, slow. And as much as the right toes drop, the left ones lengthen and reach up a little taller, a little higher. Right toes lift up to the sky, slow. Left toes pass by as you switch. And as the left ones fall, the right toes lengthen higher. Both feet come back up, slow. And then both at the same time, feet slowly start to fall back behind your head. Let your hips fall into your hands to counter their weight. Once your toes hit the floor, soften your knees down by your ears, deaf man's pose. Hands can stay on your low back or you wrap your arms around your thighs. As slow as you can, start to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Happy baby when you get to the bottom, grabbing the outsides of your feet with your hands, rolling your tailbone down and forward. Long low back on the mat. Cross your right leg back over top of the left. Right leg like eagle legs. Drop both legs over to your left. Eyes to the right. Come back through center. Keep your legs as they are. So coming up through center, you're going to open up your feet away from one another. Yes, and then grabbing opposite hand with opposite foot. But it's gonna look like same hand, same foot because of where you are. You got it. So keeping the knees connected. It's kind of like cow face pose, but laying down. You got it. So opening up the angle more towards 90 is going to deeper the stretch through the hips. Keeping them more closed is a little less intense, so you choose. Pressing the knees forward away from your face. Slowly unravel, come back to happy baby. Switch, left leg over top of the right. Legs fall over to the right. Eyes to the left. Inhale to create length, reach, expansion. Exhale for softness, for depth, for space. Slowly coming back into center, opening up your feet away from one another. Opposite hand to foot. Little rock side to side. Unravel your legs, hug your knees into your chest. Nose to knees, hug it in, tense, tense, tight, tight. Flex and tense every muscle in your body. Scrunch your nose, your toes, flex your arms, your core, your legs. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Deep breath in. As you exhale, find Shavasana. Feet fall wide, palms down by your side, facing up. Walk your shoulder blades together underneath you. Take a really nice deep breath in. Big breath out. From here on out, you just take sips of air as you need them, letting the physical body go. Turn your mind back to the subtleties, things that are always happening and easily missed. The weight of your body. Sensation of breath, both in the lungs and the belly, and as it passes through your nose, through the back of your throat, its temperature. Find your heartbeat, your pulse. Whenever your mind tries to wander, anchor yourself back here with these ever-present qualities, the always happening and easily missed. Big breath out. Gently start to bring some movement back to your body, your fingers, your toes. The back of your head rock from side to side. When you're ready, taking a nice big stretch, toes to touch, hands reach up over your head. Just like you're getting out of bed in the morning. Deep breath in. As you exhale, roll over to your right side. Unless you have injury, you can roll to your left if your shoulder bothers you. Tucking the knees in. And just always here a conscious moment of gratitude for yourself, for those around you, for making this all happen. Keeping your eyes closed, come up to a comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall. We'll seal our practice this morning all together with one final deep breath in. And big breath out. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Just a quick 2-hour practice. Right? Yeah?
Yeah, initially also you started and you're like, this is just like 2 minutes and I was like, 2 minutes?